Lions news fan report. What if I told you that the Detroit Lions just finalized the signing of Shamar Stewart, the defensive star from Texas A&M? That's right, the big surprise Lions fans have been waiting for to give a new boost to the team's defense has finally come true. What seemed like a distant dream has now become a reality, and now the NFC North franchise has a key player to strengthen its defensive line in the pursuit of the coveted Super Bowl. After an impressive regular season, where the Lions proved to be one of the most dominant teams in the NFL in 2024, their early playoff exit raised many questions about what could be done to ensure the team goes further next time. Many felt that the defense was the problem, and with that, the focus turned to free agency and the draft. And this is where Stewart's acquisition perfectly fit into the team's strategic plan. Throughout the negotiations, the Lions made a huge move by securing the signing of Shamar Stewart, a defender many analysts had already considered a future NFL star. For those unfamiliar, Stewart was one of the standouts at the Senior Bowl, with a performance that solidified him as one of the top players in the competition. Now, with his arrival in Detroit, he brings with him a remarkable combination of size, speed, and technical skill. Standing at 6 feet 6 inches tall and weighing 290 pounds, he has the ideal frame to dominate the defensive line, something the Lions were desperately in need of. What's most impressive about Stewart is not just his college stats, which, while good, weren't earth-shattering, but his incredible adaptability. He can line up in multiple positions within a defense, giving him crucial versatility in any scheme. While many expected him to be selected in the early rounds of the draft based on his potential and raw talent, the surprise came with Detroit's pick in the second round. Many thought Stewart would have been taken earlier, but the Lions pulled off a steal and now have one of the most promising athletes from the draft. This signing is a clear indication of how the Lions are focused on building a solid defense around Aiden Hutchinson. While Hutchinson has already emerged as one of the league's top defensive talents, the addition of Stewart offers a much-needed boost to the defensive line. The combination of these two players promises to be an unstoppable force, making it even harder for their opponents to execute the run game. Throughout his college career, Stewart accumulated 4.5 sacks, but his value goes far beyond that. He is a player who can impact the game in various ways, from pressuring the quarterback to containing the run game. While his sack numbers aren't extremely high, his impact on plays at the line of scrimmage is undeniable. He has the raw talent to become one of the best defensive players in the NFL, and now playing alongside an already strong defensive line, he can develop even more quickly. Of course, the big question many are asking is, can a player adjust quickly to the NFL level and live up to expectations? That's the doubt every Lions fan has, but the truth is that the organization seems to have full confidence in Stewart's potential to fit into the system and shine. His arrival changes the dynamics of Detroit's defense and puts the team in a much stronger position for the 2025 season. Moreover, this move isn't just a smart talent acquisition, but also a long-term strategic play. With Stewart's development and Hutchinson's rise, the Lions could be positioning themselves to dominate the NFC North in the coming years, building a defense that will be difficult to beat. If Stewart continues to develop as expected, he could become one of the cornerstones of that defense, which will likely be one of the most feared in the league. The reality is that this move puts the Detroit Lions in a very favorable position, not just for the next season, but for the future of the franchise. With Shamar Stewart's addition, the team is positioning itself as a serious contender for the coming years, and the expectation now is that the defense, which was once a question mark, will transform into one of the team's greatest strengths. But it's not just about Stewart's individual talent. His presence is likely to have a ripple effect on the entire defensive unit. The fearsome pass rush that Stewart and Hutchinson could form will not only pressure opposing quarterbacks but also force mistakes and turnovers, which are key to setting the tone for a successful season. The addition of Stewart could provide the Lions with the edge they need to turn close games into victories and elevate their defensive performance to the next level. As the Lions prepare for the 2025 season, all eyes will be on their defense. The addition of a player with the raw talent and potential of Shamar Stewart adds excitement to an already improving defense. The coaching staff, led by head coach Dan Campbell, will likely work hard to integrate Stewart quickly into the defensive scheme, ensuring that his transition to the NFL is as smooth as possible. It will be exciting to see how the Lions capitalize on his skills and use him to bring even more disruption to their opponents. In addition to this immediate impact, there's also a long-term benefit to the Lions' investment in Stewart. With the NFL's increasing emphasis on speed and versatility along the defensive line, a player like Stewart is exactly the kind of talent that can shape the future of a defense for years to come. His physical attributes and ability to adapt to different defensive schemes mean that he can be a centerpiece for many seasons, continuing to grow as the Lions build around him. This signing also signals the Lions' commitment to winning now, while simultaneously setting up for future success. The mix of experienced veterans like Hutchinson and rising stars like Stewart means Detroit has both short-term competitiveness and long-term potential on its side. As the 2025 season approaches, the Lions are no longer a team on the rise, but one that's ready to make noise in the playoffs and potentially make a deep run toward the Super Bowl. So, Detroit Lions fans, what do you think of this signing? Are you excited to see Shamar Stewart wearing your team's colors? Drop your thoughts in the comments. And if you enjoyed this video and want to stay up to date with more news like this, make sure to follow the Lakers News Fan Report. See you next time. This edition is significant for the Lions culture. With Stewart now in the fold, the team's locker room will undoubtedly feel the weight of the expectations. Stewart brings a winning mentality with him, having played on high-profile college teams, and he can help elevate the overall attitude of the defense. As the Lions aim to shift their focus toward consistent performance, Stewart's leadership and competitive nature will surely play an influential role in shaping the mindset of the team's defensive players. Additionally, the impact of this signing could ripple beyond the defense. Detroit has shown it is willing to invest heavily in building a championship-caliber roster, not only in terms of player talent but also in maintaining a balanced and disciplined approach to football. Stewart's signing reflects the larger vision of a well-rounded team, where every facet, from offense to defense, is working toward the same goal: winning championships. In terms of immediate impact, Stewart's skill set will give opposing offenses more to worry about. When he and Hutchinson line up together, it will put immense pressure on quarterbacks, creating potential for turnovers, sack opportunities, and more plays that tilt the field in the Lions' favor. The duo will complement each other, with Stewart's size and strength making it even more challenging for opponents to deal with two highly talented pass rushers. Moreover, the Lions' defensive front has just gained an important piece in a league that values fast, explosive players who can create chaos on the field. Stewart's ability to handle double teams while disrupting the backfield will free up other teammates to make big plays. This newfound pressure could force quarterbacks to make rash decisions, resulting in improved turnover rates, something the Lions need to take their defense to the next level. While Shamar Stewart's arrival might be the most immediate excitement for Lions fans, his signing also speaks volumes about the team's overall strategy and their approach to building a sustainable future. Their commitment to reinforcing their defense ensures that the Lions will not only be relevant this season, but also in the seasons to come. The final verdict for the Lions could be something much greater than a strong defense. If the defense continues to evolve with Stewart in the mix, and if key players continue to step up, the Lions could become a true powerhouse in the NFC North, shaping the future of the division for years to come.